Hello, my name is Fisher. Today I'm going to talk about some of the league start things because we are getting the return of the ancestors in a few hours and the Toda event for POE 1. So here we go. Here is some data I collected from POE Ninja about the league start progression, the level distribution of people. So here we can see in hour 3, we have a majority of people below level 5, and then for hour 6, 12, and 18, we can see the gradual movement of players towards higher and higher level as they progress through the campaign and into maps. So by the end of day 1, we have cumulative 47,000 players. Let us scroll down a little bit because it is like a 3-week event for the free show ascendancies. Here are some graphs which you can see a little bit more clearly on the progression. Right, hour 3, hour 6, we're spiking around level 50, and then hour 12, a more wide distribution of players. And then here is where we calculated the mean and the average level, accounting for the upper end because using web scraping on POE Ninja, we were able to like get the frequency. So how many people were from 1 to 5? Oops. From 1 to 5, so 4,000 something. And then from 6 to 10, so 1,900 something. Because doing it one by one would have sent a lot more traffic to the website, and I think that's somewhat DDoSing. So I did not do that. I only did the 5 level increments. So by the end of hour 3, the average player is around level 16, level 43 by hour 6, level 50 once again by hour 12, and then hour 18, 55. And by day 1, majority of the players are near level 60, which is approximately the end of maps, or the end of campaign, not maps, the MAU. So that is the end of day 1. There's a discussion about the economy as well afterwards. But talking about the distribution, we analyzed it in accordance with like the normal distribution, right, in the bell curve. So that's more calculations over here, and then this is the standard deviation. So with what is that, 3 standard deviation away from the mean is I think 95, 98% of the players, or like 1 standard deviation away is it captures a majority of the players. So once again, looking at hour 3, within 3 standard deviations, so 33 plus the 16, so that is 49. 49 is most of where the players are, and then like the top percentiles would be almost complete with the campaign by hour 3, which is makes sense with some of the POE speedrunning, right? Speedrun campaign. Can I spell campaign? Very good. POE 1 speedrun campaign? Yeah, let's look at Havoc's. Havoc's it's like 3 hours, which makes sense. Once again, with some of the data we collected from Free Show. So we can expect the veteran players to have like a 3-hour to 6-hour campaign time. We should not have been looking at that one. We should be looking at this one. Yeah, so I'm sorry, slightly sick. We might cut that out of the video. Yeah, level 65, near the end of campaign. I believe the first time I played, it was like 12 hours. Maybe we can take a look. We will need to black this out for a little bit. Calculator. Okay, and we're back. So 9 to 10, 2 hours, 1.75, 2 for Act 8, 0.75 for Act 6, 5 plus 1.5, another 2.75. This is 3 hours. Oops. Plus 1.75, 3, 5 plus 2.25 plus 1. So as a new player, it took me around 24 hours. This is like my first time playing Path of Exile in 2023. It took me like 24 hours to complete campaign, which did put me near the distribution for day 1. So I think this is generally accurate. The more veteran you are, the closer you will be towards the shorter end. So that is basically the level progression distribution of characters. And then as we go on, we will approach closer and closer to 90-ish. And naturally that makes sense. And then because it is only a 3-week league for the free shot ascendancies, we will not have too much of that. And then next we can talk a little bit about the economy. In Freesha, the mirror ended up being around 900 divines. We can kind of see that here. Day 1, 118 for our div to 1 mirror, and then its highest about 1,000, and ended up being around 900. So on day 2, it is approximately 120, and that is a lot of the times, or day 2, day 4, like within the first week. Generally where the YouTubers and streamers get their mirror to make the video, obviously. Yeah, I got a mirror in 2 days in Mirage. Mirage is a little bit higher now as it's still going on, especially with the printing stuff. So 1.4K still. But in the beginning, nope, that's not the beginning. The beginning, it is still approximately 100-ish. 100-ish. 300 by the end of day 4, it seems. Day 3. Yeah. So that is kind of where we're at in terms of the mirror, right? Like me as a new player getting 2 maps to 24 hours versus people who get there at hour 3 and spend their time making currency and progressing through maps to earn the mirror. From the mirror in 4 days, once again, Mirage, and then Kankar, who is very popular or known for the mirror challenges. The second day, right? Because it is quite a bit harder to, as a regular player, to, I would say, earn enough currency to afford a mirror. When most of the strategies are, let's say, 7 divines an hour, 14 divines an hour, that's already doubling on the 7 divines an hour. How many hours does it take to actually get a mirror, right? Because as the league progresses, once again, the inflation is counted as the mirror generally. Yeah. So here are some calculations for what a mirror is worth in POE. It takes you 500 hours if you're making 2 divs an hour. So maybe like the beginning of maps, yellow maps. 8 divs an hour for general regular strategies. Strategy. Let's say Mirage, right? Some of them are like 35 divines an hour, but like those are still very juiced strategies, right? Beginner farm, right? 15 div. So if you're doing 16 div an hour, it still takes you 62 hours to farm a 1 mirror at the 1000 div exchange rate. Let's go back to Mirage. So that would have been, let's say, 1 month into it, because we started March 6th. So April 6th around to May-ish. That is about a month, 2 months into it. So a month, 2 months into it, it requires you to farm for 62 hours to get 1 mirror versus the YouTubers and streamers, which is a lot of the times, I imagine, where the meme comes from, the streamer clients. It requires them only 48 hours in Leaguestart to earn that mirror. Or you can run Gold Road as, right? Because the acronym community, you can sell your services. Or you know crafting, like Farmer. And this one is especially fun. So assuming 1 div gives you 2 rolls, you will require a 1 div card and 1 div of juice to get the 2 rolls. So you will go from, if you win all of the rolls in our lovely gambling simulator in the harvest, you can go to 4, right? 1 times 2 again, 4, and then you sell 1 div of card to get 1 more div of juice. So once again, 4 minus 1 equals 3. Then if you win the 2 50/50s in a row again, you get to 12. So repeat, and at 12 50/50s, you will receive 1,500 divines, which is evidently enough for you to buy a mirror several months after the league start. Or you can obviously do that. Yeah, so that was crazy, absolutely crazy. So yeah, this is the YouTuber things. How long have you played? Have you earned a mirror in your time playing? For myself, I think the closest I got was several mirror shards. That is after converting all of my earnings into mirror shards in 1 league. So maybe I would have enough at the end of like all of my leagues combined, but not enough in 1 single league to earn a mirror. I will maybe share the spreadsheet in the description or something. That is all. Happy Leaguestart, Exiles.